Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, but I don't, Doug, I just told him I'm sorry, I can't,
What?
I can't get Doug involved. But you and I can go ahead and
Okay.
play. Which one you want to play on this?
Wait, can I take it? Okay.
You want white?
No, I'm good. Then she goes, switch it around. I'm freezing today, I don't know why.
Okay.
They get you, they get you posted,
Post what?
you post, they get concrete in.
Oh, yeah, they did. They let it dry out.
Easy to remember my books is black, but then to remember
Exactly what you mean.
exactly this position. What black wants to do.
Normally I have to go back, but if your light was here, or your wish was here, I'm supposed to take.
Maintain.
There's this one, Jessica, Alex Gonzaga, French guy, YouTube. He mentions that in the Caricon exchange variation tour plan, once I get the key settled over here, I need to kind of focus just on this side board.
It's the minority attack.
Right.
That's the whole idea at this point in, as far as like
Yeah,
the combos thing. At some point, I don't know the exact right point, but I know that at some point you utilize the minority attack.
yeah.
That's all I really remember. I don't remember what order and everything it goes in. But that's only, yeah, in the exchange variation, that's what you're looking for.
But I feel pretty secure over here, so I guess I'm gonna start to. I don't know. That's not doing anything for me anyways.
Wait, I'm gonna do this this time.
Made some good moves. But you at the end, I just had that, rook advantage.
I was trying to do the double bishop, but you wouldn't let me do it. You stopped me.
Yeah, you were coming real strong with that,
I couldn't do nothing because he put king in. Check.
So you can't move that way.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking something else.
I see what you're thinking of. It's not a move.
There's so many oops that the blunders for.
That's what you have to try and keep an eye out for. So that's those tricky nights.
Checks, that's all I got. I'm trying to see if there's only move. So I'm going to check, come down. Where are you gonna go then? Probably right there. Which solidifies. Rough. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I can't like calculate out far enough to really see.
I don't know when it's too soon to start pushing that H bar.
And that's the thing, is like with black, I don't really see, I haven't seen wind yet, so otherwise like design.
Yeah, I'd like to get a night to the square, protective motion square. And it's a path forward. You have to do all this.
I can't say I can. That's the only way I can say. Unless I can get your rope, I can't. That takes away a couple things that I was gonna do.
And it protects the square.
You can't do that because you're being checked.
Okay.
I want to be checked.
Okay. I think I see it. I think I see it. Yeah, at this point, all I left is to kind of come back. can see it. Bringing the king in is another option.
Yeah, I'm ready to start pushing that pawn, but I need to keep your king on the H file.
Yeah. Because I can see how you prevent my, it's one move, because, I mean, I'm not gonna let you bring your king in. You know, I mean, I don't know, it's not the best move, but I'm not gonna let you bring your king in. The move that I was thinking of was knight here.
Yeah.
Because then that takes this square away, allows this pawn to push, which now supports the other pawn, then it's just a matter of moving the knight away, and your pawn can advance, and moving the knight away blocks the rook from coming down. Because, I mean, at this point,
Sure.
I'm looking at what my last kind of ditch effort would be to come down here is all that I can think of. Yeah. But that too, yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was thinking knight here allows you to push this pawn and then move the knight out of the way. The pawn is still protected, it opens up the path to the other pawn, now, protected to, continue. Is what I was thinking.
Oh, wait a minute.
But bringing the king in
that
was
check.
effective in that you took
You
away.
double check.
It's a very important.
So queen in, king in. So
I don't know if I would have.
you can check two ways.
Your king would have boxed me out, and then obviously.
Well, that's a mate threat, right? But still, even right here, though.
This is true, if I can stay here, that's pretty
Your
good.
king's got
Get your work from.
So maybe at this point, and the other thing, see, because the one thing I could have done to prevent that is I could just check. So I come over to this side of the board and I just check you all day long. And like you said, if you ever come to this square, then I have a mate threat. That's why I think this would have been the more effective kind of, you can't stop it. That would have allowed this pawn to push, which would have allowed this pawn to push.
That's a good tense game.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, I tried to hold on there. I knew that in, theory, two passed pawns are as powerful as a rook. Right. So I knew at this point, I'm down enough material that there should be a win somewhere. I just couldn't see it.
Well, it would have been a little bit easier for black if our kings were in reverse position.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
My king is not helping at all.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna draw my queen, I think.
That's a good, he does.
I'll show you some of I'll show you some of the principles that I was learning. Absolutely too much, but there's this idea, right? Opposition is indirect. So if we're coming down to a king and pawn endgame, anywhere the kings are on the board, you can ask well, that's a bad example because I'm too close to the pawn. You can do like that. Because then you have a legitimate chance of being in position. There's two things. One is if the kings are on the same color square, right? This is just a quick eyeball thing. And the number of squares in between is an odd number of squares, which in this case it's an even number of squares. The person whose turn it is, if it's my turn, I want there to be an odd number of squares. Because if there's an odd number of squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in this square, then that means opposition, okay? Because, technically, if we were to do this, well, maybe it's the opposite, maybe you have opposition in this case. But number of squares I want it to be my turn.
Check.
But, there's like a quick way to be able to just.
Yeah, but I've heard of keeping.
Oh, wait, I'm, wait,
Oh, we can't move there.
Yeah, I think so.
okay, so it would be, let's see, no, this is still the same. Yeah, there we go. I moved wrong, but we see opposition.
Yeah.
So from a distance, I can quickly tell, okay, we're on the same color, there's an odd number. Well, I have, if it's my turn,
Right.
or if it's your turn, I just moved, I just gained opposition. If I just moved here, I've now gained opposition because now there's an odd number.
Okay, your final pawns over here on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's play out.
And then the other thing you have to do is you have to calculate, okay? So you have to calculate, with opposition, number one, how do I move to maintain opposition, keep opposition? The second thing is, it's a race to the pawn, right?
Right, yeah,
So-
I would keep your king away from.
Yeah, so it all depends on how many, moves there are, so it's like, you're really looking to get to like this square, but you're wanting to get there with opposition.
Right.
So 1, 1, 2, 2, opposition there, but you instantly, you win the race to the pawn, right? And so this might be a better example of you have opposition, it's your move.
Right.
If I'm over here, it's easy to calculate, I'm too far away. Move the king over 2 spaces, if I'm over here instead, right?
You're 2 squares away.
There's 2 ways to play this. One way to play this would be, let's say, I'm not in opposition. Are you fast enough to stop me, right?
Yeah, and there you go.
Yeah. Well,
Because if you just get in front of your king, right, isn't that what you need?
No, it's here, right? So you kind of misplayed it.
Okay.
So technically,
Yeah.
you start right there.
Yep.
Okay, and then let's see, this is.
Oh.
Because I wanted to.
You gonna play again?
The
Gonna do some
opposite,
puzzles?
right, I wanted to do the opposite. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so this would be considered opposition, if it's your move, right? I was thinking, okay, well, what if it's not, your move, or what if I'm on a dark square instead? If I'm on a dark square
Trying to be a
instead,
little bit
then it's
more
your
aggressive
move.
than I've been.
Can you gain opposition? And I think you can. I think you can gain opposition here. I'm really far against, right? So, but I think you can gain opposition. So instead of being here, it's your move. It's here, and it's your move. Okay, I'm gonna think about this because I wanna make sure that I'm, yeah, because if I move here, you can gain opposition here. If I move,
So you're saying, I really want to go towards and block the pawn. I would
not
say-
necessarily, right, because you wanna maintain the opposition.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's my move, if I'm up here, then,
Oh, trying to get you and almost got.
then if I advance the pawn, well, then my king is next to the pawn. So then opposition doesn't matter for me anymore, okay? Because I'm not far enough ahead. So, in this, because of where we started, and I was on the dark square instead of the light square, I don't think, I think you have opposition, and then this indirect long opposition, you're gonna end up, winning this endgame. Just, let's go back, because who's moving? So I'm right here, you're right there, it's your move. Yeah.
Here, okay.
So,
I move.
yeah, that's my turn to move. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So if I go here, you gain opposition right there, and I think that's a bad thing for me. I can push the pawn, but that doesn't do me any good. You just slide over, and now I'm up against my pawn, and it's not good for me. Because you can always, get in front of the pawn, and I have no way of breaking away. Let's just test that here, okay? And really, that is definitely the move that you want to make. Okay. So now I don't have much choice. I either go backwards or I move laterally. Laterally, you maintain opposition.
Right.
I move here, you make that's a problem.
Gotcha.
Because the pawn isn't far enough up.
Yep.
I have to be either 2 spaces ahead of the pawn, or the pawn has to be
Yes.
far enough up.
Yes.
Right? right? If I'm 2 spaces above the pond, doesn't matter if you have opposition or not, I'm gonna win. The reason is, I have a temping move.
Exactly.
I have a waiting move. I can make a waiting move, which forces you to get out of opposition.
Gotcha.
Okay, so, back to here and here. Okay, so obviously this move didn't work. So what about this move? You want to maintain opposition. If you move there, you are maintaining opposition if you move there.
Yeah,
The question is,
there was the, what did you say, the odd number of spaces.
the question, the problem with that is you're moving away from the pond. So can
Right.
you move closer to the pond and remain in opposition? So if you go the other diagonal,
Well, okay.
if you go there,
I suppose so.
and I move here, you got opposition.
Yeah.
You got opposition right here. If I move here, you move here, and you have a diagonal opposition because there's an odd number of squares.
Right.
If I move here, either one,
Yeah.
that or that, doesn't matter.
I'll do this one just because it seems simpler for me to kind of calculate if I can.
Well, actually, no, that's a blunder.
Is it?
Yeah, because now I've got opposition.
Ah.
That's a blunder. So
Yeah.
you want this one.
Gotcha.
That maintains opposition. You want to stay with the pawn. Well, no, still. Where did we go wrong there? Okay, so let's do this again. So I moved laterally this time. You want to maintain my
Yeah.
opposition.
So
Is that opposition?
No.
It is.
Well, that's what I did before, right?
It's 1, 2, 3. Okay? And so from here, I can't move here because you can gain opposition. So I can't move here. So I have to move laterally. I think you have to move.
Interesting.
See, 1, 2, 3, odd number.
But then.
See, and that's it. Odd
So
number.
this
1,
is
2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just reading it?
Yeah, this is in the cylinder. So this is the block, and this is 1, 2, 3. That you maintain opposition because it's an indirect opposition, because there's 1, 2, 3 blocks.
Right.
And so if I want to get tricky, let's say, because here I can't move here. Actually, I can still advance. So what happens if I advance? Nah, I gain opposition. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. Maybe there's a move or something. But you understand the premise.
Yeah,
now.
I
Do you
do.
understand
Yeah.
the idea of the premise
Yeah,
is that it's like, something to study about, the odd number of squares. Now, it's important for you, there's like little rules, and I haven't even learned them all, where you need to move to maintain the opposition. But the idea is, if you see this, there should be a draw. Now, if it's my move, if it's like this and it's your move, let's try it again. Let's try it one more time. Okay. So, what would gain your opposition? Moving here would be 1, 2, 4 squares. I don't like the idea of moving away from the pawn.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter too much, but I don't like that.
But in ultimately, savings for figuring out exactly.
To me, this 3 squares apart, that should be opposition, right? I just gained
Yeah,
opposition.
that's right.
So I feel like moving away from the pawn is a mistake. If you go on the dark square, now you're on the dark square, can I gain opposition? I can move forward, but man, that's difficult because if I move forward, I'm moving away from my pawn, where I'm getting any closer to the pawn. If I move here, then I think I'm gaining opposition. If I move forward, you just advance towards my pawn, and I think it's over. I mean, here, it's over. Here, it's over. You've blocked me out. So I don't think I can do that. So what happens if I move here instead? That's only 2 squares. No, maybe not. Yeah, that did it, huh? So that move right there. Yeah, that's it because, but yeah, that's my move. Or, I mean, the other thing I could do is this, but then you just move forward. yeah, so that's it. That's, just, maintaining that. And once you get a little closer, then you can really hone in on the 3 squares. So, and then from here, it doesn't even matter if I push the palm, because at that point, if you slide it over, and I gain opposition, it doesn't matter, because you can take opposition back.
Right.
Why? Because the pawn is blocking my next opposition. That's why I have to be in front of the pawn.
Gotcha.
I have to be in front of the pawn, because if you move here, I can't go to opposition. I have to move here, or I have to move here. I move there, you come forward, you move here, or you come forward.
That's true, yeah.
Because then I go here, you go backwards,
Exactly.
you're behind the pawn. I go here, you're opposition. Yeah. But anyways, I haven't got it all wrapped around my head, and I haven't got to go through enough examples, but there's like a system there.
Oh, for sure,
There's
yeah.
like a,
And I've seen references to it, I just haven't taken the time to truly study it and literally set the board and just try it.
and what I know a little bit better is I know on the same diagonal.
Right.
On the same diagonal, 3 squares, okay, that's 100%, okay? The indirect opposition is what I'm not quite sure about.
Gotcha.
I'm not quite sure about indirect opposition. And
No,
that's
not yet.
because it just becomes much more complicated. I don't know, that's some of the stuff I'm learning from the book that I never knew any of that. I'm like, wow, that's good. That's really good solid information. I'm gonna just maybe get one more game after the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's pick one color since we already did.
Gotcha.
In like a 3-second game from that. That's not what I'm gonna go for. And instead of bonus to make it a little quicker, we'll do a 3-second delay. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's been, okay. All right.
Chicken.
No, you can move stuff in front of it. Move this in front of it. Sure. Move that. Still check. That was here, right? That was almost a mistake. Let's go with
This one. Mm. guys ready to switch up after this game?
Yeah, after this game.
I'm tired of getting beat.
He's making it,
I'd rather watch someone else get beat.
making it hard on me.
Yeah, when I get done with that book, I'll bring it in and share it.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, there's some very simple principles you can get really quickly. And of course, it take a lot of just practice getting everything.
Yeah. Or even if you don't mind, just let me know the title.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
see.
I can look it up.
I'll show you this.
I think that does it, right?
Well, Gary, you're playing them tough. Are you getting better?
No, I'm good in the woods.
No, you're not doing bad. I'm just being a little more aggressive today. Well, hopefully this is still recording. If it is, I don't know if it says it's recording or not. I don't really know, but it looks like it should have a square there, or I didn't push the button. No, it looks like it's got the square, red square there, so. We had some light coming through that window that kind of flared it up a little bit.
Oh, did it? Did Doug get online at all?
No, I had to scrap the whole thing because it just wasn't, I couldn't get it to record. So I had to just call it off. He's probably frustrated with us. Yeah, he said it'll happen good 10 times. Just have to say it's about same old.
This is the book that I'm going through right now.
Oh, wow, you knew some key games. Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
6:42. Thanks for the game.
Huh?
You'll be there next Thursday?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on
So,
what's going on
I'm
in
only
my
about, not even a third of the way through the book, you know, it progresses.
For sure.
Getting more and more difficult. And the way the book's written is kind of nice. It's like, okay, these are the things you need to know if you're between the, you know, 1,000 and 1,200. These are the things that you should be mastering if you're 1,200 to 1,400. These are the things that you should, and it kind of goes in those steps as you get through higher in the book. It gets, you know, more complex.
Excellent.
So what color you want?
I'll take black.
How are you doing?
Let me,
How are you feeling?
break down
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
I'm showing you some endgame stuff. You want to practice a little bit of endgame stuff?
You just have.
Practice a little bit of endgame.
It's
It's
difficult to
the,
go through because you know, you go through these games and then they
and
get to all the side games.
So,
Next thing you know, you're
practice
just.
our king.
Right.
And
But it's one of those things, if you can make it through that
Over
book,
here.
fraction
Fraction.
pattern recognition. Okay, let's go ahead and see what you got here.
You got a king.
Alright.
5. Okay, so, and there's a pawn right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, let's say the pawn is right here. You don't have enough time to get in front of the pawn. You have to be able to get in front of the pawn. So let's go here. This one's a good one. Okay, so I should be able to just look at this board and tell you whether or not black can stop the pawn. And that's simply based on the number of squares that are in between here and whose move it is. So if there is an odd number of squares and it's your turn, I should be able to draw. So the idea is you move here, I move here, you move here, I move here, and I gain opposition That means if you move your king here, I move my king here. If you move your king here, I move my king here. That's basic opposition. So in this position, since I have opposition right now, if it's your move, I should be able to draw this game easy. So go ahead and play out, and I'll kind of explain as we play. So if you go, okay, so you're coming up because your king, you want to get in front of this pawn. You cannot win unless you get in front of this pawn. So you want to get in front of this pawn. Okay, so it's my turn. Now, in order for me, if I move here, there will be 4 squares in between us. So this is not a good move for me because I can't maintain opposition. I want to move here because if you go here, I want to be able to oppose you. So I'm going to move here because if you move here, I can oppose you, and that's a draw. So you already know this is a draw. Okay, so if we go here, if I move here, you're going to get in front of your pawn and I'll have opposition. If I move here, then you can gain opposition, and that means I lose. I can't move here. I think if I move here, I lose. You want to see how?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's remember this position. King's here, so d2 and e6, and pawns, we know the pawn's there. So I think if I move here, this loses. Okay, because what you want to do is you want to gain opposition. Okay, if I move here, you want to gain opposition. Nope, you're not opposing me. Now, if you move here, I gained opposition. Okay, so if you move here, I have gained opposition. So that's the only move. So now, if I move here, you want to keep opposition. So how would you keep opposition? Here. Nope, that's a loss. You have to move your king to keep opposition. There's only 1 square in between us. You're keeping opposition. You're controlling these squares, and your idea is you want to control these squares with opposition. So I move here. You do the same thing. You want opposition. You want to be in front. Okay, now you control all 3 of these squares. Where do I have to move? I can't move. I can move laterally, but now you're in front of the pawn. So if I move laterally, then guess what you can do? You can advance your king and still protect the squares for the pawn. So right now, these are the 3 squares you can protect, but you want to protect these squares because if you protect these squares, the pawn can advance and I can't take it. So if you go, okay, so if I go this way, you just start pushing the pawn. If I go this way, and you push the pawn, now I can step back and I've gained opposition. No, not really. Where have I gained up? Oh, I can step here because you can't take opposition. So this is where I move right here. So if I move right here, your king can only go backwards. So that's why that was a mistake. So if let's see, was I here?
Mm-hmm.
Or was I here?
No, he was in Hawaii.
I was on the right. Okay. So if I'm here, you don't want to push the pawn because then I can, get opposition. So you don't want to push the pawn. What you want to do, if I back up, is push the king.
I go here.
Yeah, that's a move. Now you're 2 spaces in front of the pawn. Anytime you're 2 spaces in front of the pawn, guaranteed win. You can't lose. Guaranteed win. Okay, so that is a move that you could make. The other move you could make is you could go here too. Because why? If I go here, you just push the pawn. You're protecting these squares. If I go here, you go here. right? If I go here, you push the pawn. These squares are all protected. I can go here, and you can gain opposition. I can go here, but then if that's now you can escort your pawn away. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's what squares were we originally on?
What was your
The pawn was on the dark square here.
what was your concern tonight?
This king was on d2, and this king was on
It
d6.
was,
And
I'm so proud of my
let's see. It was, oh, we got these backwards. It was,
Actually, not too tempted by
um,
over here.
there.
No, the keys were exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in this case, if it's my move, then you win. Because there's 3 squares in between us. If it's my move, you automatically win.
Yeah, it's your move.
Okay. Because if I move here, you can move over and maintain opposition. Still 3, 1, 2, 3, still got opposition. If I move here, then you can move forward to have opposition, right?
Mhm.
So no matter what I do, right? If I move over, you can move over. If I move over again, you can move over again. If I move here, you move here and you're in opposition. You have the opposition. If I move here, it gets a little more tricky. Because you've got to prevent me from getting here to here. So from here, where would you go? Yeah, no, because then I just win. You've got to get in front of your pawn. So let's go back, because I think there's a better way for you to go here. Maybe if I go over, just because you're closer. You can't go there. Yeah, and then where would I go from here? I can't go here because you'll gain opposition. I can't go here because you'll gain opposition. So I go here. Yep. Well, no, this. I'm pretty sure this draws. Yeah, then I can just move closer to your pawn. So that's not a move you want to make. What about? I don't think that works either, because I can get opposition like this. So this is your only move, but then what do we do after that? That's what I'm not sure about. What do we do here?
Depends on where you move.
Yeah. If I move here, then I move here. And now I have to draw. That's a draw. Because I don't know where we go there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe it's.
We started out with the 4.
Maybe we started out. We did start out with 4. Oh,
Yeah.
that's why it doesn't work, right? So let's start out with only 3. With only 3, if I move laterally, you can't move here. You gotta move with me. And then I move laterally. And I move laterally. Then I move here. See, now that you're beside your king, you can't win. You can't escort that pawn forward. If you go backwards, I go forwards.
But what happens if I put it here? You can't take it because you put yourself in check.
I just move backward. That's what I do. You can advance the pawn all the way. Okay, so go there, I go here. I move back over here. Move over, I come back.
Okay, I'm like,
You know, yeah.
Come forward, come right here. You change, come right back here again. You move forward, I come back. I go here. I go here. Stalemate, I can't move. Check, check, check. Or, king, king, stalemate. And that's why your king has to be in front of your pawn. Your king has to be in front of your pawn. I'm still, a little bit confused, and I'm not sure what the win is when, like, these two kings are opposed like this, and that pawn is there. I'm not sure what the win is.
This is the one we started.
Because if I move here and then you move here, I can't gain that position. That's what it is. That's what it is. See, if I move here, you instantly move in front of your pawn. Right now, let's do that again. If I move here, you move here, I move here. If you move here, I move here. So that's 1, 2, 3.
okay.
And
So my big decision is at this pawn or this pawn. If I take here, that
I
would
move here.
B7.
The king moves here.
Yeah.
Couldn't move.
Trying to figure this one out. You can't advance the pawn, then that's it. It's a draw.
Okay, then I have to go here.
Yeah, and if you go there, then I move forward, and it should still be a draw. So if you go there, though, and I go here, that's the question. In this one, how do you move forward without losing? That's the question. Because if you go here, I can move forward, and
I have to move here.
I can move here. So that's what I'm not sure. We'll look it up because I'm almost sure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Clear. Okay. Flip the board. You got your king there. Black's king is there. And the pawn is there. Done. And it says it's a draw. So what if Black's king is there? Then it's a win. Yeah, so apparently, let's see, oh wait, I forgot. I gotta do one other thing. Here, it's white to move there. Actually, let's go there. Yeah, that's a mate, obviously. And what about when it's black to move? Yeah, black can just go over. Maybe it becomes a win when your king is up 1. whose turn it is to move. Yeah, so it has to do with the distance between the pawn. The distance that we have between the pawn is the factor. It's like, because you got 1, 2, 3 to get in front of the pawn, and I got 1, 2, 3. But like this one, apparently this one is a win for you. So let's play this one out. Because we played this one out, let's play this one out. If you move your actually let's play it out this way. It's my move first. We'll play it out this way, it's my move first. But then I see a draw. 1, 2, 1. Oh, maybe not. Okay, here. Okay, so if you move here, I can gain opposition and draw. So you don't want to move here. Okay, no, I can't move here because you gain opposition, and I can't move here because you gain opposition. So I have to move here. This time I think it's going to work to your advantage. If you move there, I'll gain opposition. If you move here, I will gain opposition right
I have to move here.
here. But then I go like that. So, but if you move here,
Yeah, but the thing is, put it back for a second. You do that, that this pawn hasn't moved, I can advance this pawn, the next move like that.
but then I block it and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And you literally just come down here and it's a draw. So you have to be in front of your king and you have to earn opposition. That's just the
Okay, we got 1, 2, I got 2 moves. You got,
1, 2, 3 again.
and you got a pawn.
I can go diagonal 1, 2.
You still got me, there's no way I can stop that.
Well, if it's your move first, I think it's a different story. So you move first. Okay. Then if I go here, you move forward. I don't. Yeah. See. Now that's a draw. No, I think. Let's see. Where were you? Right there.
That was right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Because let's go back. Where did you move first?
I first moved here.
Okay. And then I come here. So that first move was a mistake. I think you
I have to move there.
and then I go. See, it doesn't work because that is you have the 2 pawns in front. So if you can go boom boom and get two squares in front of your pawn, it's an automatic win. So if I can't stop you from getting here, it's an automatic win. And that's the idea. The idea is you want to get 2 squares in front of your pawn. If you can get 2 squares in front of your pawn, it's a guaranteed win. Like for example, here I have opposition. It's your turn. Right? If we go here and here, and it's your turn, it's a draw.
Right.
Okay, we did this already.
Okay.
You went here, I went here, you went here, I went back here. You had no choice but to move back. So then I moved forward, or you had no choice but to advance your pawn. Right? That's definitely a draw. This shouldn't be a draw, right? Because there's a difference. Now it's your move. Okay. Yeah, that works because the only moves I can make, see here, here, and backwards, no matter what I do. So if I move here, it's important you have to know where to move. Here works, but it doesn't really do anything for you. What would give you an advantage? Yeah, that's it, because now you can start escorting your pawn. If I move here, you just start escorting your pawn. If I move backward, then if you want, you can move your pawn forward. Okay, so now if I move here, you just move the pawn again. If I move here, You don't wanna push the pawn anymore. You gotta stay in front of the king with opposition. There you go. And that, now you're controlling these three squares, so I can only move sideways or backwards. So if I move sideways, then you advance your king again, right? Right, okay. So now, let's say if I come back here, okay, if I go here, you can escort the pawn all the way. Or if I go here, you can escort the pawn all the way. No, let's go here. Okay, that gave me opposition. So whenever I give it, you want to move so you can escort the pawn, right?
Okay.
Right. So by pushing the pawn, I have opposition.
Okay.
So now, doesn't matter where you move here, opposition. You push the pawn, I go back. You push the pawn again.
You can't take the pawn if you're being checked.
Well, this is a win, huh? So, yeah. Oh, the reason it's a win is because once the pawn gets to the 6th rank, opposition doesn't matter anymore. It does, but, yeah, here, you push the pawn. Here. So, where did I want to be? I wanted to be right here. So that if you push the pawn, well, it doesn't matter. That's the only place I can be. Because if I push the pawn, I go here, and that's stalemate. Huh. I don't see how, I don't remember how that came about. Yeah, all you have to do is get the king to the 6th rank. If you can get the king to the 6th rank. Yeah, so. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, it's, doesn't matter whose move it is. It's your move, right? So you push the pawn wide so that you can gain back opposition. There you go, good. I'm going to, I got two options. I can move here. If I move here, you can just keep backing up your king. My other option is to move here. So if I move here, okay, your pawn's still back there. I think that gives me opposition. Yeah, it does. Because your pawn is still far back, pushing the pawn didn't work. Now I just attack your pawn, and I can take your pawn.
There's no
It's a draw, right? So, okay. So the problem is you moved your pawn too soon. So do you move your pawn, which does what? It gains you opposition because it's my move, right? So since it's my move, you can go ahead and move your pawn, right? Because that gains you. So I move here, you move your king to. Well, that works, but this is better, right? So then when I move back here, don't push your pawn, gain opposition with the king. There you go. And if I move here, or let's, what did I do last? Yeah, I'll move here. Then you can advance your king. Okay? Now it's pretty much guaranteed. Your king is in a position where you can just kind of move the pawn along. So me, all I can do is, if I go here, you go here, and done deal. So what if I go here?
Why don't you come down here and put pressure on the
Well,
wall?
I can, but right here, you just push the pawn. I mean, if I move right here, you just push the pawn, right?
Right, but you're gonna try to stop it, that's your job, you try to stop me from pushing it.
How can I? Your king is controlling these squares and my king can't get to here. It's your move. If I move here, it's your move now. You move here, now this pawn blocks this square, the king blocks this
Oh,
square,
that's
the
what
king
you
blocks
mean.
this square, the king blocks all these squares. So it doesn't make sense for me to move that way. It makes more sense for me to move like right here, and then you just push the pawn. And so you would push the pawn, that's, or I don't wanna go here, because then you go there. So, well, if I go there, so I go here. You push the pawn again. Now I go here. Now you gain opposition. Now I go here, and you can just escort the pawn. Or if I go here, you go here, and queen.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. The goal is you want to get your king 2 squares in front.
Right.
Or you want to get your king 1 square in front with the opposition. So it's my move. It's my move. I can move here. You can move here. If I go backwards, you don't want to push the pawn because I'll gain opposition, but rather you just go back to the center, advancing your king up. If I move here, you move here. If I move here, you push the pawn. If I move backwards, then you maintain opposition. If I move over here to the corner, then I think you can push the pawn just fine. So push the pawn, because on my next move, you're going to gain opposition. Right? Well, that I think might have been a mistake. No, it wasn't a mistake.
What happens?
That's a stalemate. Yeah, that was a mistake. So pushing the pawn there was a mistake. Anytime I give you this square, you take that square. Yeah. If I move to the corner, don't keep pushing the pawn. If I move to the corner, just move your king that one. If I move here, push the pawn. But that's the idea, is you want to either be 2 squares in front, or you can be 1 square in front, but it has to be my turn.
Right.
You know, it has to be my turn. I have to, move out of the way so we can move forward. Someone calling me?
Teresa. Oh. Yes. Hello? Yeah. Oh, it's past 7, isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, okay. I'm still at chess club. Okay, I didn't realize it was that late, did you?
No. What was that? The track time?
So you guys moving the boys tomorrow?
Yeah. We're moving tomorrow.
You working tomorrow or just?
No, I took the day off.
Oh.
Yeah, I took the day off and I'm just helping them out. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're bored, help us out.
Okay.
Or if you want, you could also go out to the Hygis and help them with their project. Did you know about that out at the Stillman House?
Yeah. They look like they've done quite a bit already from the tree family. That was the most stupidest thing. We thought they was gonna pull a sheet, because they already had things made. Well, now we have to make another appointment, and we won't know till Monday when they're gonna approve it. All they handed us a new lowered inches. So it was just a trip to pick up them lowered inches.
Well, that's not bad. It's nice. You'd rather hear that than,
Well, yeah, but the reason why we didn't really want that to happen because she's still in jury duty. And yeah,
I didn't know she was doing jury duty.
yeah, and the thing is, next week she's gotta go to that, oh, what is that thing is? Well, they're in that thing, up here, check it. They gotta do that. I forget what they call it. Colonoscopy, that's what it's called. She has to have a colonoscopy. Man, she's on duty for 2 months.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she just finished by the first shift. After the first shift finished 1 month, and then she got another month to go.
Around here, they call you every year, or every other year.
But
So around here, they call you every other year.
you're kidding.
I don't know, that's been my experience.
I don't know about that, but I know that, every other year they call you?
Yeah, 'cause I did it 2 years ago, and then they called me up again, and I hadn't even hit my 2-year mark yet. And they called me up again, so I just responded and let them know that it hasn't been a full, so I think it's every 2 years. It's like the most,
Oh,
I
man.
think.
Well, she's only got, every 2 years, she gets hired, 2 years, she's only got 1 more year. you just put it in your back of your pickup when you move.
No, they're using
Okay, it says.
in town, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to bring your clean here after 2 ponds.
Yeah, I wanted to, yeah, but I wanted to, but this pond majority over here was killing me.
Oh, yeah?
And he was coming right here, he was coming right down here.
Yeah.
And that would have been ouch. That was a brain burner there, man.
That was tough. You're getting past that side, man.
That was a good, imbalance of material there.
Right.
To make for
Yeah,
a difficult.
I was trying to keep him just off of it because he was coming. Okay, so I think this recorded. So what I'm gonna do, I got a YouTube channel that I'll try to upload that to. I don't know what, it could be great TV, but.
Well, if I can pick out the moves, I can analyze the game.
Well, the only problem was down where you guys were sitting, there was a lot of glare.
Yeah.
But you might be able to. Gary, I think I played a little better this week than I've been playing.
The chairs will stack on the dolly. They had it different this time for whatever reason. They had it